Yo! It's Fears, the Fears Man. Welcome back to the vlog, guys. The myth, the man, pretty much the goddamn legend that is Fears. Alright guys, here's the deal. Fears is all for education. I'm all for expanding the mind. But when you're expanding your mind, you should be able to get out there and have a little fun in the process. So, henceforth, today's vlog, it's more of a fun, educational vlog. So, the military is very important. You got the military, Army, Navy, Army Marines. Now we even have a Space Force, guys, which is awesome. And it's especially important to me because I give it up for the vets all the time, man. Any vets, police officers, military rescue, any of that stuff, I always say thank you for your service. And what's really cool is my dad served in the Army and he had two jobs. He was a military police officer that would like guard anti-tank weapons and rocket launchers and grenade launchers and big military weapons, and he would also be a paratrooper. That means he would jump out of an airplane, deploy his parachute, and if there was a war, he would kill people from the air. And my dad made it up all the way to either a sergeant or a major or something like that. And I think in past vlogs back in Missouri, you guys have seen my father's awards on the wall. So I'm honored to have a military person in my family. Finally made it, guys, to the Military History Museum. They got some really cool stuff in here, and it's all branches of military services in here, guys. They have so many artifacts, it's beyond belief. They have a really cool gift shop, guys. Any of these authentic military papers are for sale. You can buy all these little coins and stuff. You guys can also buy a t-shirt if you want. And the gift shop is right when you come in. So they've got t-shirts, they've got mugs, they've got pins. So show them some love, guys. Buy some stuff. They got stuff for the kiddies, you know. They got classic, you know, Army soldiers. You know, they got helicopters here for sale. And then they got other books and stuff for sale. It's a really cool museum. If you got nothing to do on a Sunday afternoon, I'm telling you, it's pretty awesome, guys. Oh my gosh. That is an amazing weapon. Wow. Let's see if it, you know what, I better not. If it goes off and then Fears gets sued, that would be bad. This is a very important display, guys. The Tuskegee Airmen. Over 1,578 total missions. And before these guys, African Americans could never be a pilot. But they decided, you know what? Let's give them a chance. Let's give them a go. And it says right here, 72 pilots shot down 112 enemy aircraft. 66 pilots were killed in action. 32 were taken as prisoners of war. 13 pilots were reported missing in action. But they served their country with honor and pride, and they achieved a lot of missions. 1,578 successful missions, guys. Just some of the military knives that people would use. These knives are pretty cool. But the coolest knife, that's right, you guys, I found Rambo's blade. Look at that. The bayonet knife. Hell yeah. Rambo cutting some motherfuckers up. The owners of the museum wanted me to put this in the vlog, guys, and I am very happy to announce the new addition to the military, and that is the Department of the Space Force. That's right, guys, the Space Force. It's coming soon. Donald Trump initiated the Space Force. I don't really like Donald Trump, but I like that he made a Space Force because ever since I was a little kid, I have loved space. When I was 15, I went to space camp, and the owners told me that they finally got their flag, they finally got their uniforms, and they're just about to go on their first mission soon. They're trying to figure out what their first mission would be. 3, 2, 1, blast off. Check out this cool model of a war, guys. all these military tanks, you know, and then it comes into them flying through the air, killing people from the ground, and then you have the ground units here. But U.S. is all about, you know, having, you know, the best military, you know, in the world. So Fears would join the Space Force, and I would just come through the air, you know, blow these motherfuckers up, keep traveling, blow all these up, and then I would just rocket fire into space, and I'd be out of there in a hot minute. I think it's a pretty good plan. A lot of my fans say, Fears, you know, your dad was in the military, and would you ever go into it? And I said, nah, it's just not my thing, but I said if I had to, I definitely would go into some military because, you know, I'm a patriot of my country. And if I had a choice to pick which one, I would pick this, Air Force, because I love flying, I love space. In order to become an astronaut, you have to be in the Air Force. And a lot of people ask me, Fears, would you go into space? And I go, oh, hell yeah. And they said, would you go up in a fighter pilot? And I was like, yeah. And they wear, you know, this thing and all that. The only thing I would ask them not to do is, like, you know, like you've seen those videos on YouTube where you get into a fighter pilot and they got this whole gear on, and then the guy's like, hey, how about I flip you? And then they flip them 3 times. Yeah, I got Crohn's. I don't think my stomach could handle that, guys. But I definitely would just love to just go up and just have him, like, rocket fire across to, you know, the sky. But would Fears do flips? No fucking way. Dude, this thing is so cool. Look at this. He's got this thing strapped to his leg. You know, he's got this oxygen thing. He's got the cool shades on, you know, just like Tom Cruise. I'd love to wear one of these helmets. I swear to God, I would go up in a hot minute, man. I would go up in a hot minute. This thing is so badass. They told me this is a training simulator. This is a training simulator. And it actually simulates like a battle sequence. And they said it doesn't work anymore, but they said at one time it did work, but they put it in the museum. And if it did work, oh man, I would pay any amount of money in the world just to do the simulator. I know I'm not supposed to do this, but, you know, Fears is curious. I'm a curious guy. And I'm curious what this helmet feels like when you put it on and how heavy it is, you know, because my dad had to wear this. So, with nobody looking, let me just put this on real quick. Shh, no one will ever know. Oh yeah. What do you think, guys? Is it me? I saved the best for last, guys. The owner said, oh, your dad was in the Airborne unit. I said, yes, he was. And he said, well, here, let me show you something really cool. Obviously, they've updated the uniform since then, but my dad would have worn something like this. And it has this awesome patch with the Airborne official logo on it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And the guy said that my dad would have worn something like this. He would have had his, you know, his parachute on the back. He would have had all of his medical supplies in this. I believe they said that they would carry the rifle on this side, and they'd have all the bullets and ammunition and all that stuff in there, but it's pretty cool. I can't wait to show my dad this video, because I'm sure it brings back a lot of memories, guys. And my dad kicked ass and take names in the military, and I'm very proud of him for being in those 2 positions. And my dad said they were the 2 of the most respected positions, because they needed a lot of people to be in the Airborne unit, because a lot of people were afraid of like jumping out of airplanes and stuff. And my dad's like, for an extra $500 on the weekend, hell yeah, I'll do it. And then a military police officer, they protected a lot of things. Military police officers protect the president. They protect, like I said, the bunkers full of anti-tank weapons. So my dad said he was very honored to do both of the most highest positions. Let's get this bad boy on. Oh man, this thing's heavy. So you would just put it on like this. Bring this around. And then he said you wanted it tight, so you just snap this like this, and it's tight, guys. And look at that. This thing's heavy. I'm sweating already, guys. This is like 30 pounds. Mm-hmm. And so you would just jump out, pull the ripcord, and away you go.
Right on your shoulder.
On my shoulder? Oh, right here. Okay. You pull something. And travel away. Sadly, it's time to end the vlog, as always. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys. to the old YouTube channel at FearsMan26. Delicious jams and jellies are constantly there, guys. More epic surprises, more epic content. Anyway, this is Fears, and I'm gonna go skedaddle off, eat some Burger King, and have sex on a beach.
When Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah, we'll give him a hearty welcome then, hurrah, hurrah. Well, the men will cheer, the boys will shout, the ladies they will all turn out, and we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. And we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. Get ready for the Jubilee, hurrah, hurrah. We'll give the hero 3 times 3, hurrah, hurrah. Oh, the laurel wreath is ready now to place upon his loyal brow, and we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. And we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. In 1861, hurrah, hurrah. That was when the war begun, hurrah, hurrah. In 1862, both sides were falling to, and we'll all drink stone wine when Johnny comes marching home. And we'll all drink stone wine when Johnny comes marching home.